Mike Bohn here with UFC welterweight Uros Medic, who's coming off a huge knockout win over Geoff Neal in Houston. Uros, this is a big win for you, I think. And next week, coming up the 5-year anniversary of your UFC debut. So things are going well 5 years into the career.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks for taking the time. Um, yeah, I didn't even realize that. That's a great information. 5 years. Yeah, it's been a long road. Lots of ups and downs, but that's the nature of this sport. And that's what builds us to excel.
How much do you credit the move to welterweight for the success you've had in the past couple of years here?
Yeah, that's the main thing that I can credit is moving up because I just couldn't cut weight anymore like that. Um, the thing that changed is I became a full-time athlete when I got signed, and I grew. Like my body grew, my body composition changed, the muscle mass, everything changed, and I was stopping myself from growing by not eating enough, trying to stay at 55. So embracing that and feeding the fire that was in me made me a way better athlete. I could train a lot more, could get hurt less. It's definitely the best decision I made as far as moving up the weight class.
Yeah, and I mean this past stretch, these past three fights, I mean dreams come true, right? Like all in 80 seconds or less, or 90 seconds or less. This is I
Yeah,
know it's what you do, but to see these results delivering as you move up in competition, this has got to be wonders for the confidence.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I knew that eventually the tide has to turn. It was up and down, up and down. I took some fights I maybe shouldn't have, and I made myself available when I shouldn't have because maybe I wasn't prepared enough or I wasn't healthy enough. But I'm glad I did because those steps and those learning lessons were needed to be where I'm at today. Um, Mistakes that I have made throughout the camps, like fighting a wrestler after preparing for a Muay Thai fighter for a full camp and then changing opponent on a Tuesday and fighting a wrestler was one of the big lessons for me is like why would I base my camp only on Muay Thai regardless of this guy being just a Muay Thai fighter. Anybody could jump in the last minute and that's what happened, and I would never even think of that until I made that mistake. Usually you have a fight, okay, this is the guy I'm going to fight, and then you fight that guy. But that's what happened to me, and I discovered a whole new, like, oh man, like I'm mind blown right now. What the heck am I doing? MMA should be a thing all year round. There's no Muay Thai for Muay Thai fighters
Mm.
as far as I'm concerned. Until we face off on a Friday, I'm not fighting this guy. I don't know if I'm like until the last minute. I don't know if I don't even think in those terms. Like, oh, we're gonna fight in 2 months. I'm getting ready to fight. I'm gonna base my strategy around what he does, but I'm gonna train for everyone, for anybody. So those are some of the mistakes that definitely made me better and helped me get to where I'm at right now.
Yeah, and as you talk about being able to like invest in yourself and become more full time, which you obviously have been, you kind of look at the record here. It seems like every fifth fight you've got a bonus in the UFC.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
debut, the
Arguably, it should have been less than five fights, but it's all good. I'm not sweating about it. I wasn't. I said it in one of the interviews before. I wasn't upset about not getting a bonus. I was upset about not getting performance recognition.
sure.
Like because I bring that type of entertainment to the table, and I'm not getting recognition for it. Like this guy is a performance bonus type of fighter, not necessarily for the money. It's just style of his fighting is performance. Like he wants to perform, um and regardless of whether or not I win, whether or not I get a 50K or 100K, I'm gonna perform. I'm gonna show up there, win or lose. I'm gonna try to give my best to have everybody get their money's worth.
hmm What does a 100K bonus do for you this time compared to a 50K one in the last fight? Like how much
Yeah,
more
I
of an
think it's
impact?
amazing. I think it's absolutely amazing the way the company's growing and moving forward, and that we're doubling these bonuses. I think it's great. And then the fact that everybody gets a 25 if they don't get the bonus. I don't know if those stack. I wasn't honestly, the contract is too many legal words for me to read. So I didn't really read the
They
whole
don't,
thing.
unfortunately. So
Yeah,
you
it's
get your
okay.
100K and you don't get the
Yeah.
other 25.
It's okay. I'm sure down the road there's going to be more changes and more improvements, that's already amazing. I mean, look how far we've come. There used to be you couldn't make a living out of fighting. Now you can make a comfortable living and good living, and I think that's only growing and getting better. So I think it's really amazing. And what it does for me is just puts me in a more comfortable spot to invest more in myself and to secure some things for the future, and it just gives me more motivation. Honestly, I wasn't in it to begin with for the money with the fighting, because I've spent most of my life fighting for free, and then eventually you start getting paid and you're like, wow, I can get paid for this. Like, that's where the real deal starts. And now the getting to the top 15, and obviously my contracts are bigger, and I just signed a five deal contract. This was the first fight on that contract. I think that's more like fourth or fifth contract with the UFC. I don't even know exactly, but I don't really talk about that too much, but it's been good. I haven't really complained ever about it. I've complained about not getting performance recognition, but I didn't really care about, oh, I need a 50K. And it's not, that's not, it doesn't change my life, but performance recognition, like having on my record, oh, this guy fought 10 times and got 8 performance recognitions, like that's huge. Like, I would love to finish a career someday and look back and have all of my fights finishes, all of my fights be performance recognition. And people would be like, yo, that was fun fucking fighter to watch.
Yeah. I mean,
Obviously, striving for the belt, of course, like every fighter, that's the end goal. But I want to make sure that everybody's having fun. I am definitely having fun. So
for sure. Well, just look no further than the guy who's headlining the next numbered event, Charles Oliveira, right? The most finishes,
yeah,
the most bonuses, and like look at the reputation
exactly,
and how people talk about that guy. Like it's
exactly.
you
Justin
can
Gaethje as well.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a great mindset to have. Were you happy with the way the new rankings came out? Do you feel like number 12 was an appropriate spot for you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm happy. I'm just happy that I got the opportunity to show that I belong. And now, when I'm in the top 15, I'm gonna make my way through it. But whether I was 12, whether I was 50, whether I was 13, it don't matter. I'm gonna make my way through it. I'm gonna knock many more guys out.
Yeah, man. And I mean, it does not get easy here, right? Like you're in the
Of
this weight
course.
class
Yeah.
above you. It's
Yeah.
incredible. Like, Gilbert Burns, Gabriel Bonfim, Joaquin Buckley,
Yeah.
Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman, Sean Brady, Carlos Pratas, Bilal Muhammad, Michael Morales, Ian Gary, Jack Della
Yeah.
Maddalena, and Islam Makhachev.
The
It's an amazing
toughest
division.
division, I think. Yeah, the toughest division, and to have my name between, with all these guys up there, I'm very proud of that. So I'm super excited to cross paths with some of them.
Yeah, and it seems like there was like a couple month stretch there after Islam won the belt where no one was really getting booked in this weight class at the top 10, but it seems like
Hmm.
things are kind of starting to come together now. I
Yeah,
know you called out Leon Edwards. He's one of the people that we haven't really heard him connected to any fight at this point. So do you feel like
yeah.
there's a pretty good chance that call out comes to fruition just given availability and timing?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, as long as he's healthy, I assume that he would be down to fight. Why not? I mean, he probably thinks he can beat me. They all think they can beat me. That's always a case. Oh, we're gonna beat this guy, and then they get knocked out. I mean, you can slip up. You've seen me against Puna. This happens. Like, I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid to lose. Like, come and bring it. Try to beat me. You might get lucky, but according to all the records and all the statistics, you will not.
Hmm.
So, because I'm the one that's winning most of the times. So, we'll see what the future brings, but yeah, let him try and have some of it.
Yeah. So it's so interesting, right? How the sport works. Puna beat you not that long ago, but here you are. You get the co-main event above him, a better place on the same card, and that just goes to show that a loss doesn't always mean as much
Exactly,
as it
yeah.
would be on paper.
I think that's the most beautiful thing about this sport, unlike boxing or unlike some other sports, is when we lose, we can come back. We in boxing, they often write you off. They might not even want to give you the fights or whatnot. In UFC, I think this is the most entertaining thing, is like you can see a hero fall and a hero comeback, and that's what writes the stories that I think go forever to be remembered.
Totally. Where does that one against Jeff rank among your favorite knockouts? That one it was beautiful. Do you think is that like top of the list, just given the spot, the level of opponent, all that stuff, or is there one you
Yeah.
like more?
Yeah, I think that's one of the top ones. I think the one that I like the more is the Semmelsberger one in Utah.
Yeah,
Again, the one that I thought that out of the all of my fights, well, let's not include Geoff Neal. Out of all the other fights, that was the one most deserving of performance recognition.
yeah,
I got dropped twice in early. I came off like a longer break because I had a hand surgery, and I took that fight on short notice. I flew to Utah. I train out there in some gym I didn't know anybody about, like for a couple weeks, and they they took care of me. Ramsey Nijim, he used to fight in the UFC a while back, and he
yep,
took care of me, had me train in his gym, and and uh and then I go on and pursue the finish up until the late third round, and I get him with a spinning back elbow, which I drilled because I seen that I could do it in the footage. Like I have the videos of me drilling it on every training session, the spinning, and I get that finish. So that one stays in my mind as one of the favorite ones because I overcame so much. But looking from perspective of like a school and a fighter who's like thinking about the technique and all that, I made a lot of mistakes. That's like not none of that is my favorite. I made a lot of mistakes. I took a lot of damage that I didn't need to. I could have fought that fight much smarter, but that long break, the surgery, the nerves, the being in a state that's elevation is high, all of that played a huge role, but I came out victorious and I was really happy about that. And then obviously now this fight is, my heart is full. I got a beautiful finish. I showed how fast I am, how calculated, and I wasn't going crazy or anything. I just know that I had him once I got into that range, and in exchange I knew that I can knock him out.
yeah, man. No, it was a great knockout. The spinning back elbow was unreal too. I think only one of 10 we've seen in UFC history. And now you're making your mark on the record books here, man. I had it in my post event notes here. I mean, your five knockouts since 2021 are tied with Carlos Alberg for second most of any UFC fighter since your debut year, behind Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. And then the other pretty cool one here is your seven overall knockouts since 2021 are tied with Steve Garcia for second most, behind only Alex Pereira, who has 8 since that year. So you're
Wow,
very much up
nice.
there.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's amazing. I didn't know that. That's that's cool. I have to step it up though. I think I can do better.
Sorry, you cut
Are we
out
good? I think
briefly.
my service, my ser- I said I had to step it up. I think
Yeah,
I
you're
can
cutting
do
out
better.
just
But
a
let me see
little bit.
if I turn off
Can you hear me still?
my Wi-Fi. I turn it off. I don't know if it's better now. Do you hear me now?
I hear you now. Yeah, yeah. I think you're good. I just had
Okay, good, good.
one more for you actually.
Oh, yeah, yeah, all good. I turned off my Wi-Fi. Something was bugging.
Okay, all good. But the other stat I had here is if you look at the shortest average fight times in welterweight history, there and you need to have a minimum of 5 welterweight fights or 5 fights in a division to qualify for this. The shortest of all time is Frank Trigg at 3 minutes and 55 seconds, and you're right behind him now at 3 minutes and 59 seconds. So you're averaging
Wow,
a little less than four
nice,
minutes a fight at welterweight. So you're getting
nice,
these done
nice.
quick.
Yeah, I mean, I said it
Yeah, man.
before. I'll say it again. We don't get paid by the hour. We get paid by the kill, by the job. So I'm gonna keep that going. I know for my friends have complained already a couple of times. Be like, bro, I didn't even get a chance to sip on the beer, and you already knocked him out. And some people are like, bro, I went to the restroom just before the fight started. I came back and the fight is over. I'm like, what is happening? So yeah, I'm happy
Yeah,
about that.
that's okay, and let's just end it on this. I mean, you mentioned Leon. Like, I'm sure for him, he's gonna be like, I want to, fight. I want to fight up. I want to get myself back on track that way. A lot
Uh-huh.
of the guys above him are booked, so I don't even know if that would be possible. But what would be, I guess, your message to him, to the matchmakers, of why this would be the right fight to make in this division next for both of you guys?
I mean, obviously, if he's not getting, I know he wants to fight up. Everybody wants to fight up. That's why I'm calling for him. He's up.
Okay.
But yeah, I know he wants to fight up, and if he cannot get a fight up and he still wants to fight, I'm gonna be ready for him. And if he doesn't want to fight me, I mean, then he's scared. Like, why wouldn't you want to fight me? I'm not some. I'm a human being, flesh and blood. You know, why wouldn't you want to fight? That would be stupid. So I think he's gonna want to fight, and I think he's gonna probably think this will be a good fight. And I know he wants to, fight up and go up, but where does he want to go? He's been a champion already. It's unlikely he's gonna get up there. It's my turn. He's not. I don't think he's gonna be able to beat me. So
Would you be willing to go to the UK to do that fight if they offered it, or are
oh
you
yeah, I'll
hoping it would
fight
be somewhere
anywhere.
in
Yeah.
Europe? Yeah.
It don't matter to me. I mean, you've seen right now. I was in Houston, and I was you know, I'm, I was. He was home, and I beat him, and we won the crowd, and I can do that anytime, any day, anywhere. And if they don't like me, what are they gonna do? I'm gonna bring him the whole stadium one by one. Let's go. You know, I said it before. I'll say it again. They can't do nothing to me.
Love it. It's a great to chat with you today, Uros. It means a lot, and congratulations on this big win and proving yourself as a top 15 guy. A lot of fun fights ahead for you in this weight class.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time.